Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Naran. I'm back, and I'm here to share with you another amazing concept, a concept created by Robert Kiyosaki, and he's the person who created Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it goes with something like this, of how society is really structured today. So, this is called the cash quadrant, and the cash quadrant explains the division on how America is really divided between the poor and the wealthy, right? So this side of the quadrant is pretty much, I'm not gonna say poor, but poor middle America, right? These are working class. This is 90% of people who work a job, and these 90% of the people who actually work for the top 10% of the wealthy. And this 90% of people traded in their time for money. So what that means is that a lot of people is working on an hourly job or a salary job that they don't like. See, most people do not like their job, but they work at a job because they feel like they don't have an option. So they're working for somebody they're not appreciative of, right? They work for somebody they don't like or respect, but yet they're still stuck there because they feel like they're so confined and they feel like they can't go anywhere else. So they are pretty much trading in their time for money. So let's have a scenario. A guy named John. Let's say John was working at a job for about 25 years. And John realized to himself, you know what? He realized that working at a 9-to-5 job will never get him wealthy. So John said, you know what? I'm so sick of my job. I'm so sick of my boss. I'm sick of my co-workers. I don't see my kids. I don't see my family. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to own a business, right? I want to work for myself. I want to be self-employed. So now John said to himself, you know what? I want to work for myself and I'm become self-employed. So now John decided to become an Uber driver, right? So Uber drivers are a great example of being self-employed. See, you work for yourself, they can make a lot of money. But here's the bad part. Even though you could make a lot of money as an Uber driver or the Lyft driver, at the same time, the only way for you to consistently stop and keep making money if you keep on driving on the road, right? Because what happened if a taxi driver or an Uber driver stop driving for 1 week, he's not going to have income coming in for 1 week. Does that make sense? It's same thing for an independent contractor or an independent sales agent, right? Someone who sells insurance independently without a team. The only person producer eventually can make 6 figures, but guess what? As a person producer, you get very, very tired. The same person own a mom and pop shop, right? If you own a store, you have to be in that store all day. If you close it down for a week, you have no money coming in to pay for your inventory and pay for your rent, right? So nothing wrong with being self-employed. Being self-employed is great. You work for yourself. You have no boss. But the bad part about it is that it's a lot more responsibility that you got to take on, and obviously you're not going to have more time for yourself. Now, Robert Kiyosaki said that in order for you to really be wealthy, you have to be in the right side of the quadrant. So this right side of the quadrant are the people that have a business, right? So let's say John say, you know what? I want to be from employee to be a business owner, right? What's a great example of owning a big business? McDonald's. See, back in the days, around 1970s, you could actually buy a McDonald's for about $10,000 or $15,000. But now today, 2019, you could buy a McDonald's for $1.2 million, and not a lot of people have $1.2 million to buy the McDonald's franchise, right? So why is it that they say McDonald's make bad food, but McDonald's is yet so successful? It's because somebody bought into a system. So they bought a system to have money working for them instead of them working for money. So they're pretty much trading their money for time. Right? They're trading their money for time. So McDonald's was successful because we go buy a McDonald's, the person at the top don't have to do anything, and you go inside McDonald's, if you notice that they flip the burgers the same way, they flip the fries the same way, so they bought into a system, okay? So now, over here, in this contract here, is also, they want to know how to invest. You know, one thing about WFG is that we give people the opportunity to actually own a big business, also as well, to actually become, actually know how to invest as well. So become a business owner and learn how to invest. See here, World Financial Group, what's so great about what we do is that we affiliate with different companies, Nationwide, Prudential, Pacific Life, and we give people the power, option, or choice to choose which company they feel comfortable with, right? So we educate people how to grow, protect, and save their money. So Like I said, if you want to be wealthy, you want to be in this side of the quadrant over here. If you really want to build that wealth. So if you want to know how to actually build a real solid business, a real franchise with a very, very small investment, definitely reach out to me. My links are below the video, and we could definitely talk about it. And we can see if we can work things out and take it to the top. All right, later.